U J J
हमें जामनगर
What is this song? Hey everyone, welcome to Chat and Chat. My name is Miguel,
I'm Josh.
and we are watching.
Kal ho na ho.
Okay, which means?
So kal ho like is tomorrow. Na ho is like it isn't. So like tomorrow it is or it isn't.
Yeah, maybe never. Well, again, if you are just joining us, I'd like to remind you, thank you for joining us for the first time. Really appreciate new people coming to our channel. And just want to let you know that in these videos that we do very small little clips because that's all we're allowed to do. So think of this as a highlight compressed version of the whole entire thing. But if you really, really want to watch the unedited compressed version, removing all the silent spaces in between and so forth, you can go to our membership page where there is a link, become a member, and you'll get access to that, and you sync up with your own copy of the video, and you can watch along right along with us. And additionally, you can get early access to all of our videos that we have done. In fact, as they become available. So you don't have to wait for them to come up in our schedule. So you can binge away as much as you want.
Binge away.
All right. So as always, we always ask that you subscribe कीजिए, share कीजिए, and like button पर tapa maro.
Since birth. अरे you're intelligent. Come on. Brilliant. Hello. अरे यार तुम्हें तो किताब लिखनी चाहिए. 6 दिन लड़की इन. मैं भी यही सोच जाता है.
Oh no!
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मैंने क्या किया? मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. I didn't do anything.
How do they not know that she's there?
Yeah, that's awkward. Like she just walks in.
How big of a bedroom is this? How did she just walk in the house? So, I have so many questions.
सच तो ये है कि तुम्हारी वजह से नैना मेरे दिल में है, मेरी धड़कन में है, मेरी सांसों में है, मेरे कमरे में है.
Yeah, awkward. Oh, maybe his uncle let her in. See, someone's gonna get hurt if you think you're playing these games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
नैना.
Let go of me.
नैना wait.
Let go of
नैना,
me.
wait.
What? बहुत मजा आया होगा, है ना? बहुत मजा आया होगा मेरा दिल तोड़ के.
Well, he's holding his heart because that was not good for him to be running.
मैं नैना से प्यार तो नहीं कर सकता, मगर उसे प्यार ढूंढ के तो ला सकता.
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, I mean, think about it. It was a very selfless thing to do. But
तुमने मेरा वो दोस्त भी ले लिया. तुम दोनों ने.
Listen to me, नैना.
No.
अरे मेरी बात
No.
तो सुनो. नैना मेरी बात.
No.
मेरी बात.
She only wants to believe in her truth, which people get that way. I get it, but
समझना नहीं चाहती.
and they're putting on a full scene in this.
Yeah.
Is this Grand Central? It looks like Grand Central.
yeah, everybody's looking.
I love you and मैं आंखें बंद करता हूँ तो तुम्हें देखता.
Like, that's not written there.
देखना चाहता हूँ.
Oh no, Rohit is gonna get
तुम पास नहीं होती तो तुम्हें चारों तरफ महसूस.
understanding that he loves her.
मेरी नैना को ढूंढते. इसे प्यार कहो पागलपन या.
Oh, but now she knows that he's not reading it. I has to.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be very easy for her to look in that book and be like, it's not even here.
Well, even if they get married, she's gonna say, "Show me the book."
मरते दम तक प्यार करूंगा और उसके बाद.
And girl, you don't know the whole truth behind this. She's gonna be so sad.
All those ladies in the background are like, oh, he's so dreamy.
दिल कैसे दुखा सकते. और कितनी खराब हैंडराइटिंग है तुम्हारी. हाँ?
He's like, bro.
Thanks.
Everybody knows I didn't write that.
He's got a weird haircut.
But I'm sure he did write other things in that book because every time he had an interaction with her, he wrote stuff. Back when there were payphones.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see those anymore.
ये भी नहीं सोचा उनके बाद हमारा क्या होगा.
Yeah, it's often a very selfish thing to do.
रोहित कमजोर नहीं है. वो जानता है तुम किसी और से प्यार करती हो. फिर भी तुम्हें अपनाना चाहता है।
Yeah.
ये ताकत है बेटे,
It's true.
यही मोहब्बत है नैना।
And the same is being said for Aman too.
हेलो
हाय रोहित,
हाय नैना
कहाँ हो?
बस ऑफिस में
He's like, people actually have to work?
Finally. And they're going for their first big date.
और फ्रैंकी का लेटर भी आया देखो।
Yes. That's fantastic news.
Wait, but the mail gets mixed up, right? So what if that letter's not... What would be in that letter?
No, go, baby, go. Go eat something or something. ये कैसे हुआ?
I'm just a sexy genius.
Yeah, what could be?
I was thinking it might be like a report, health report, but that wouldn't be for him. Like, it would be the wrong Kapoor. For the first date? Oh my goodness, they go all out.
Yeah.
What was in that letter? Stop it.
Yeah, it's a,
Because it couldn't have been that bad, because didn't he bring it to her mom?
that, yeah.
And her mom was just in that scene and didn't look like she
Was it
reacting.
a letter from her father?
That's what I was thinking, but wouldn't you think her mom would be messed up over that?
Ooh, very stylish.
Whoa.
Hey, when you got money, you can use it.
That's true.
Just let me
Over the top romance for sure.
आज इनकार मत करना नाराज हो जाएंगे
They'll be put.
They'll become naraz, like angry.
नैना marry me
Straight off the rip, bro. I guess being friends that long, even though it is technically their first date, she's known him for a long time, so.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. She said no.
No, she said yes. He's just playing.
उसने हाँ की थी.
Huh, yeah. He plays, he's a joker. He doesn't want to give it away that easily. Okay, that must be, so all the family knew that he was going to propose. That's why they dolled her up. And the only one there that really knows his feelings is his mom.
Yeah. And what's so rough for him is it's by none of his own doing, his conscious doing.
जेनी डैड जेनिफर कौन
Oh.
It's all right.
Jelly.
Awkward.
जरूर. ए भाई, कॉक देना है.
कोक डैड प्लीज
हाँ, कोक.
Oh, jeez.
को रेट करेगा. You know, I have a very big hole, है ना?
Very big.
हॉल
देखो जी पटेल
All these, yeah, off-color jokes.
Said, रोहित ने बताया. What happened?
हट हट
Oh.
She lied.
Yeah, she did. She'd be embarrassed, and people during meeting with the in-laws, they don't want to spill all their
जी नहीं,
things.
जिया उतनी हमारी है जितनी की नैना.
Man, Grandma is just, she won't let it go, man.
हार्ट अटैक नहीं हुआ,
Horrible. Yeah.
उन्होंने खुदकुशी की.
Tell the truth in life.
Yeah.
मेरी पोती नहीं है वो इस परिवार का हिस्सा नहीं है वो सिर्फ एक बोझ है एक ऐसा बोझ जो तुमने कई साल
No, you know who the burden
Golly,
is? You
man.
are the burden.
Yeah, and who
You keep
are?
destroying this family.
इस घर का सुकून चला गया मेरा बेटा चला गया मुझे नफरत है उससे
So she's blaming Gia about that?
एक सच जिसे आपको बहुत पहले जान लेना चाहिए. Please. चनी, कहने दो, please.
Yeah, maybe Daddy needs to hear this because
और उस सच की निशानी को नहीं छुपा पाए. जानते हैं उस निशानी का नाम क्या है? चनी, it's all right. What? It's all right.
Did he have a kid out of wedlock?
Yeah. Gia.
Gio
जिसे उसकी अपनी माँ ने नहीं अपनाया,
was
उसे
his.
अपनाने वाली थी आपकी बहू जेनी।
Oh my God!
उन अधूरी आंखों में प्यार भरने वाली थी आपकी बहू जेनी।
Dang. Now who's like the horrible looking I mean, she's always been
She's
a
always
terrible
been, yeah.
person.
Wouldn't invite her for a chai myself.
Yeah. And this whole time you're treating her, I mean, she is your blood.
Yeah.
Dear Jennifer,
And that's why she must not have reacted because she already knew.
I'm sorry Jennifer. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
मैंने तुम्हें बहुत दुख दिया है.
Yeah.
Wait.
Grandma didn't.
Oh, is that Rani? That sounded like Rani Mukherjee. Her voice? I'm gonna have to look that up because that totally sounded like Rani. So that's why she didn't react to the letter because she knew this whole, she knew the whole time. So she's like, but now that it's all out in the open, maybe they can try to heal that wound.
Yeah, hopefully. Grandma's got a lot of
Making up to do.
पूरा हो गया. सारी दूरियां मिट गई.
How much trauma in that girl's life.
भगवान ने कांता बहन की सुन ली थी. रोहित की शादी एक लड़की से हो रही थी. गर्ल.
She sees what she wants to see for
Yeah.
sure.
धूमधाम से पंजाब के लिए अपना
Wow.
दरवाजा खोल दिया.
That is an amazing karta. Huh.
हमें जामनगर.
What is this song?
All right.
It's okay.
It's okay.
कुड़ी नु फोन करी. छट.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's like, I don't even know how to react to that.
अगर ये था गुजरातियों का कमाल तो उन देखो पंजाबियों का धमाल यो फ्रैंके.
Oh, Mr. DJ. I know this song. Okay. Once it gets to the chorus, I think I heard a couple remixes of this.
You be dancing so much?
Oh, that's true. Like I say, I mean, I really am liking all of the songs in this movie. They're very, like, all of them are like hits. Come on, just go for it. Oh, jeez. That whole chemistry and tension between them.
Scary open flames.
Yeah, because I'm sure all of those are very flammable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ronnie. Right?
It looks like, yeah.
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 So, was that her? Because if that was her voice in the letter, she just shows up. Aww, that was very sweet. Like, this is kind of a song of cameos too. Was that Kajol? It kind of looked like her. And I know Shah Rukh Khan has done a lot of movies with her. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's happy for him though. I mean, I think that's true love is when you want, you know, the person you love to be happy even if it's not with you. This is a Gujarati dance too with the sticks. Which is Rohit's side of the family. But Grandma's still doing her Punjabi. Oh, all that dancing. Oh no. You're right. I don't think he should have been dancing like that.
Yep.
Is nobody seeing this?
He's having a heart attack.
And it had to happen on their wedding, too. I guess in a way that's kind of the angel aspect too, right? He comes for a purpose, and then the purpose was to get her to love, and so once she found that and they got married, that's when it happened.
आज मैं तुम्हारे सारे पैसे खर्च कर दूंगी।
Sweetheart, मैंने तुम्हें कभी ना कहा है।
नहीं बहुत महंगा है रोहित इट्स टू एक्सपेंसिव
Oh, wow.
ना कितना अच्छा है।
Worlds colliding.
It's a long story.
Oh.
रोहित दिस इज प्रिया अमन की
Oh, right. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
She didn't finish that line.
No.
Hey.
Hi.
This is Abhay, my husband.
हस्बैंड
They're now confused.
अमन के पास अब ज़्यादा वक्त है।
Truth is coming out now.
No.
In his last days.
Dun, dun, dun.
That camera. Whoa.
मैं तुम्हें जिंदगी भर प्यार करूंगा और मरते दम तक प्यार करूंगा और उसके बाद
Man, this just got, I mean, she doesn't even know what to feel now. Her insides are probably a salad of emotions.
Oh, is she gonna break it off with him?
How can she though? Like she knows that he doesn't have much time. Maybe she just said that she has to go see him.
He's like, she. All these people walking in the street?
Don't be running, you
dude,
just
don't
got
be
out of the
running.
hospital. But he's probably trying to run because she might be on the way.
See, he's walking down the street. He's gonna either
Right
die of a
in
heart
the
attack
middle
or
of the
get
street.
hit by a car.
All right. Dude, of course you're gonna have another. Poor Rohit. I mean, everybody's story is just so sad.
Everyone's kind of caught in a spot.
मेरी जगह होते तो तुम क्या करते?
काश मैं तुम्हारी जगह पे होता
In that song number, even he was imagining himself in Rohit's place. He's like, if I had the time that Rohit had, this is what I would do with it.
This is her crying spot.
Yeah, because this is where she was close with her dad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
चाहे किसी और का ही सही क्यों क्यों करते हो मुझसे इतना प्यार
Oh, that's true love there.
मैं तुमसे प्यार नहीं करता मैं तुमसे प्यार नहीं करता
Is he crossing his fingers? He's crossing his legs. Okay, now what? Truth's all come out.
So How's this gonna go?
Hey, dude, gotta watch the dancing.
So she's still gonna marry Rohit. That is intense. Anybody watching that would just feel so uncomfortable right now. Oh, he's not gonna feel good about that. His wife's in complete tears, or his fiance.
I'm like, wow.
It's so horrible. I at least put the wedding off for a while until she can recover and Rohit's gone. Not Rohit. Aman is gone. Give some time to heal and then do the whole marriage thing.
But I think he wants
to be there and be part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, but still, it can't feel good to Rohit. It's still in it. Oh. Shah Rukh Khan is really good at the emotions, man. Like like torn apart. Yeah, I think this is his send-off unless a miracle happens and a heart donor turns up and
A little dimple.
Yeah.
शादी के बाद थोड़ी मोटी हो गई है.
Oh, jeez. Always the Joker, man, even as he's leaving.
How are you feeling?
Fantastic. हर जिंदगी वो मेरी हो.
I promise.
Not everyone gets two loves in their life.
मैं नैना कैथरीन कपूर पटेल और ये मेरी कहानी.
It was Kajol, I bet. Yeah. Rani Mukherjee. I secretly, through the entire movie, wanted your guess to be right. That Rohit was gonna... I mean, I love Rohit. I love his character because, I mean, he was. He, like, through the thing, he loved her, but it was like, he was kind of in the friend zone and he understood that. So he kind of accepted it and he never really thought of himself much, like, relationship to go much further.
Right.
But as soon as he was led to believe that, okay, maybe I can actually love her, you know, that was a good story too. But so I love this character, but yeah, I would have loved that twist that you had mentioned, that if you would have got into a car accident or something like that, then his heart would have been the transplant for Shah Rukh Khan's character. But I kind of felt that going out the window once they got married, because then that would have been maybe
that
too
was
dark.
like, that would have been really dark.
Yeah, and especially, but it would have been a good twist. That would have been a really good story, and maybe another movie idea is to do something like this.
Something
and then
like that.
Boom.
Yeah. There's so many different themes about forgiveness, love, about not holding on to the past to drive your whole entire future. Particularly, Grandma just was stuck, man. She had that stake and had bit and wasn't gonna let it go. You know, and that, you saw just the damage it did within the family. And also, I think there was the theme of, you know, you need to be a little bit more honest with people. Yeah, there's a bit of that whole thing of you don't, it's, you know, we call them white lies, but, you know, it's that little bit of hiding the truth or concealing the actual truth and kind of sugarcoating it and so forth. But, you know, sometimes you really just have to know what the truth is, as hard as it is, you know, be able to move forward from it.
And all that pain that Jenny had through all the years, knowing that she was raising the daughter, but out of respect of her husband's memory to his mother, and trying to just take all that pain and all the fights that they had.
It was a daily thing.
Knowing all of that, and still she kept it a secret. And it's like to have all that pain to herself so that the mother could live in this, like, not bliss, because the mother wasn't happy either. And that's what you have to think of too, is that, yes, you might be preserving some sort of his memory in his mother's eyes, but at the same time, you're not letting her move on, and it's still going to be questionable. Why did my son do this? Why did he leave this life? And yada, yada, yada. And if everyone knew that truth, they could have healed and moved on and been a happy family. But instead, how many years went by that there were this fractured family that could have been healed if they were just honest with each other, like what you were talking about. So 100%. And same with emotions and feelings and all of that sort of stuff. Now, Shah Rukh Khan's character had a very complicated time, because it's like, if he had been honest with her, she probably would have wanted to look nowhere else and then just focus on him until he passed, which I don't know, like, it could have been good, because you're never guaranteed. Here's the thing, you're never guaranteed any time with anyone. So if someone is sick or something like that, and you're like, okay, a doctor says I have like 2 years with you, but then you're like, okay, well, I'm gonna look for someone else. I mean, anything could happen. A car crash could happen. People running in the middle of the street because they don't like walking on sidewalks. That's when I thought it was gonna happen, because I was like, dude, you're totally right. He's in the middle of the road right now. He's gonna get hit by a car, and he's gonna get that transplant. And I was like, dude.
I rewrote the whole last part of the story here.
Okay. So I like your ending, and maybe in a world I'm gonna pretend that the actual ending is, during that whole scene, Rohit got upset because Naina left him to go find Aman. And so he started running wildly through the streets, gets hit by a car. She gets really sad and depressed, like, oh my gosh, it's my fault. But then on his like deathbed, he's like, oh, Aman, take my heart. And love Naina like I could never. And then boom, you know.
And you know, one element that was really sweet to see was just how much Aman loved Rohit and Rohit back.
Oh, they had a really good story together. And it was like, because anyone else could have easily turned this into a rivalry. And they could have really been against each other from the start, because Rohit could have seen like, oh, Aman. And then especially, what was Rohit's first move when Naina said, I love Aman? What was his first move? He called Aman and he said, hey, bro, it didn't work out how I wanted, but I want to let you know that she's actually in love with you, and she wants to be with you.
And again, it's because he was so in love with her that he wanted to make sure that she was happy. So yeah, there's just this whole weaved back and forth.
Great people. There was like really good characters, and just, you know, I mean, everyone has their faults. Even Rohit, like, he had a little bit of that playboy nature to him.
Well, but I think he didn't even know that he had that nature. It's one of those things that I think I said it at one point. Often people, well, like Sweetie, the next door neighbor, she was kind of Rohit only from a female perspective.
Wait, Sweetie, older sister.
Yes. They don't realize how they're coming off and what they're doing, and they're just
so thirsty.
Thirsty, and they're getting in the way of themselves, of their true, authentic selves. Okay? But through all the messaging that we get constantly in the world and so forth, sometimes we end up thinking this is what we got to do. In reality, it's not, and you know, you're not going to find what you really, really want. But he had the glimmer. He knew that he did like Naina. Sorry, he really, really liked her. He hadn't quite made that shift that he loved her, because they had been friends for so long. So I think he, you know, guys,
like that whole friend zone thing.
Yeah. Well, and again, I love the fact that they demonstrated that, you know what, men can have female friends and not have it mean anything more. Okay. Yes, it can transfer to something more, as it did in this case, but a lot of times there are guys that have lifelong friends that are just happen to be girls, and there's nothing more than that, and they're very, very close. I find it worrisome when culturally and so forth people say, oh, you can't do that, or that's not right, so it starts to set everybody up for that kind of dynamic. Little kids learn that, and so it's like, she has to be my girlfriend, and right away girlfriend immediately goes to amorous sort of connotation. So I'm like, that's not so good. But it is really, really good. I did really, really like this.
I like the aspect too that in the very beginning when they introduced Shah Rukh Khan's character, which also made me think that he wasn't going to survive, because in the beginning when they were showing Aman coming into the scene, they were flashing back and forth between like the prayers and like praying for someone to come and show them like the way to love and be a family and all that sort of stuff to help them with their problems. And they were cutting back and forth, like saying like, oh, send us an angel, that sort of stuff. Well, like angels are like this unattainable, right? And so it's like,
but yet I
think
he was an angel. And as you said, he's in, the angel that not is like coming from heaven necessarily, but the angel that is already here, that just through their spirit is doing good.
So how many would you rate it? How many pani puri out of 10?
Woo! You know what? I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give it a 10.
Wow.
I did like it. It was good.
It was a bit long for me. I loved the story, although I wish it had the ending that you had mentioned.
Then I have to give it 11.
Although him not surviving also gave it a unique sort of like tragedy, but also it meant a lot too, right? Because him not surviving meant that his life up into his last breath was all about making other people happy and giving like self-sacrifice. And I think if he would have survived, like, yes, that, I don't know, like, I don't think it would have meant as much. I mean, definitely it means a lot, but I think that the moral would have been a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I like super happy endings. And I mean, this did have it. She was able to love. She had a daughter, and they lived a happily life with lots of love and all that. So, but it was a little bit longer. But movies back then tend to be that length. So, I'll give it a 9. Saif Ali Khan, I love Saif Ali Khan. His acting and all that is great. I don't know, he just seems so cool. Like, I like his style. And we all know that Shah Rukh Khan is amazing in his acting skills. And like when he gets like torn up inside, it really just, you feel it.
Yeah.
Like he is like, I believed him the entire time that like he was like actually feeling all those emotions and is about to die with his love never being attained. And I'm like, oh, dude, man, this is intense. And, but still, Saif Ali Khan has just such a cool nature. I don't know, like he's pretty, I don't know what his actual nature is like, but he seems like he'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, point of that he was trying to make happy and trying to make good and all that. If we don't have to be sick or ill or anything to do that on our lives every single day. And if we all did that, man, imagine what it would be like. So that was really nice, especially like saving the restaurant and them all pulling together.
And then saving the restaurant, and he's like, when he was talking about the pain in her eyes, because she's like, oh, were you doing this because you're trying to get closer to me, or like trying to like get to me or something? He's like, no, I didn't do it for you. Look at your mom's eyes and the pain and all that's in her eyes. And also, I don't know, was Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham before this or after it? Because Jaya Bachchan was his mom in that movie. And so to me, like anytime like he saw her sad and depressed, it was like a throwback to me we watched Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham a little while ago. And I was just like, yeah, dude, that's your mom from like another life.
The whole thing of we should be helping and supporting each other, and we all have our own pain and our own journeys and so forth. But if we can help each other with them, that's just that's a great thing.
And speaking of Jaya Bachchan, I mean, she is such a good mom. Like her character she plays, like, oh wow, she was so warm and loving. And then whenever she would give someone a hug, like it felt like watching a mom give a child a hug, like an actual mom giving a child a hug. Like she embodies like on screen the perfect mother. Like my goodness, I was like, wow, she's probably really good at giving hugs because like that's a good hug. Like as Muna Bhai MBBS,
we all
the
know
magic
we
hug.
all know those people in our lives that give really good loves that you're like going, oh man, you could just bottle that.
Yeah. And this is only the second movie of Preity Zinta that we have seen. Koi Mil Gaya was the first.
Yep.
And this one was a lot more serious and a lot more emotional, so we saw a wider range of hers, I think, here. But it worked really well. I think she was a great choice for this role because her acting as well was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I like that it was also a story set in New York. I mean, it was giving me a lot of nostalgia from when I lived there. And
there was the interesting undertone of the cultural integration, embracing your cultural thing. I found it very interesting that they were Catholic and at the same time, my grandma was Hindu.
Sikh.
Sikh, sorry. And so it was kind of like, oh, okay, this is, there's a lot going on here that I think in a way also puts everyone on a little bit of uneven ground, and you see it so that in various ways as they're going through, where something is being presented and culturally they would respond to it one way, but then it's like, well, I think anything's possible in America, and so it kind of is that whole bit of we have to kind of adjust a little bit. Things are not 100% what we know, and so we need to be more open to things. And it was interesting, some of the things that they were stuck in were things that perhaps they weren't allowing that flexibility in.
We saw a lot of that because Rohit is from a Gujarati background,
right?
And Naina was from like a Christian and Sikh background, and so that was also kind of a mashup. And then also Naina's mom, and her dad were obviously from two different religions.
Yep.
So how all that was working was interesting for sure.
I gotta say, if you just quickly showed some of this movie to someone, they could think it is kind of a bit of almost kind of a semi-serious rom-com, but I think it's a lot deeper than people realize until you actually go through the whole entire story and you start to see all these things. It was really good.
Yeah. But you guys let us know what you thought in the comments. Did you feel the same way as us? Did you guys think that he was going to get Rohit's heart? Because dang, when Miguel said that in the middle of the movie, I was like, did you just spoil this for me? Like, honestly, like every time I saw like Rohit in the street, I was just waiting for a car to just slam into him. And
we know how those New York taxis are.
Dude, yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's many stories of that happening, or even in the subway or something. I don't know, man. But whatever. Like, I was so ready for that to happen because I was so... If I was going to bet when you said that, I would be like, oh, 100% that's going to happen. 100%. But then when it didn't, I'm like, You were wrong.
I was wrong. That's
you were
fine.
wrong.
I like that I was wrong.
Yeah. All right. But if you guys thought the same, I'd love to hear about that. And how many Pani Puri out of 10 would you rate it? I am very interested to hear all of your guys' opinions as well. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button, the bell icon, and like button par tappar maro. I was going to say, I hated this movie. I'm going to rate it a 1 out of 10. I hated this movie.